I do believe we're live. So, I'll say indeed. Greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a pleasure it is to have you hither again, joining me for another day where I'm wearing fucking shorts. I mean, they're not exactly short, they're mediums, right? That's not how it works. It's nice to have you friends here with me. I am all up in my feels. I'm like I'm like livid, like really angry, like really, really angry. I feel taken for granted, so I'm gonna dance about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll dance like I don't care. It's wild how I went through this whole like cascade of stuff. You know, like the first feeling that kicked in was I don't care, but then it took me 2 seconds to realize that I in fact do. Some of you friends were there when I called Christian and asked him to join me on the festival. Shall we continue vague tubing about it? Or I'll let you know. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know, Sam. Like you were there, right? You were there for that phone call with me and Christian. Me being like, come on, oh, come. Come to festival with me. It's a charity event. It's literally for charity. This event is for fucking charity. Sorry. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm chillaxing. I'm chillax. I'm so calm. I'm so chillaxed. And then I like asked him a month in advance, right? Like, how much time does one need? Asked him a month in advance, please take time for me, bro. I would really appreciate it. I'm leaving the country soon. This is literally the last good festival that we can go to together. Please, please come with me. And then he said, yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'll come with you. And now this morning, he let me know that, yeah, actually, oh, there's other things. Actually, I don't want to do it. And I'm fucking losing my mind, yo. I'm not happy. I don't ask for much. I have like really tame needs, right? Spend some time with my friend. Like it's not that much to ask, right? I don't think, at least. Do you think it's a lot? Do you think it's much to ask? Huh? It's too much. Asking for 2 days. Asking for 2 days of my friend's time. Well, apparently it is. Apparently. Oh, fuck, man. I'm so pissed off. I offered to pay for his ticket. I would have built his tent because I'm going to be there from Thursday. So I would have happily built his tent. He wouldn't have to build a tent. He wouldn't have to pump his own mattress. All he had to do, I would have driven myself as well. I didn't expect him to be my transportation. He would have a car of his own so he can leave whenever he wanted to. I tried to be so accommodating, but that was apparently not enough. And I am very angry. I'm so fucking angry. I'm like, I need to chillax. Please, universe, can I have some chillax? Please. Or please, give me some chillax. Universe is like, how about you dance about it? Fine, universe. Fine, I'll dance about it. There's other things. He knows you're leaving South Africa. I can't imagine he'd say that seriously. I can read you. I'll read you the text because I'm petty. I'm petty right now. If I'm angry, everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna be angry with me. We're angry together, damn it. This is the way the text unfolded, right? I send him this, like it's a link for a discounted ticket. Again, I'm trying to save him even more money. It's like the fourth phase of the ticket is 90% sold out. I don't know if they have hard limits on how many people they'll allow, but I wanted to make sure he gets his ticket before it's, all gone. And then he goes, yo, Holmes, I'll be with you in a minute, just sorting out work. That's what he replies at first. because I'm petty. Take a breath. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind together. We're losing our minds together now, okay? And then I go, no rush, bro. I just didn't know if you had a ticket yet. I don't think they have a hard limit on how many people can go, but just in case, right? I sent him that link. And then this is the next message I receive. Holmes, I'm telling you now, I'm definitely not going either way. I know I'm gonna break your little flaming heart, but there's no two ways about it right now. I'm swamped from all sides. I have to do weekend work for OptiAsset. Not once in my life have I seen Christian do weekend work for OptiAsset, right? If I'm gonna add more petty to the pettiness, I've seen this dude do like work for OptiAsset and then concluded that he's done enough and then play Warhammer for the rest of the day, right? Like that's how I know his relationship with that job. And he always does his job. Just for that part, right? He always gets his work done. Always. Never does he not get his work done. But then this fractal of like, oh, I'm gonna have to work this one weekend that I promised you I'll take out for you. And potentially have to be potentially. So he doesn't even know. He hasn't asked them. He hasn't asked them. He's just potentially assuming that he might have to. The company he's working for as well for downtime upgrades. I'm really sorry. I know you're gonna freak out. Yeah, I'm fucking freaking out. Yeah, this is me freaking out right now. I'm freaking out. I'm fucking freaking out. And then I reply, I wish I could say I'm surprised. I really do. I fucking wish. I wish this came as a surprise to me because then at least it would hurt less because I'd be like, oh wow, what a strange turn of events. I didn't expect that. But no, I did expect it. Fucking did expect. I asked you a month in advance. Take some time for me, and you said you would. Next year, when I'm stateside, you're not going to remember a weekend that you worked, but I wanted to make more memories with my homie. I'm still gonna see you because I'm staying there before I go to the festival. I talked to Popcho. I'm gonna to talk to his dad some more about coming over, but I'll stay out of your hair so that you can work. Yeah, you do your work. Oh, you do your work, all right, and I'll do mine, I guess. And then he goes, oh, timelines aren't always in my hands, Holmes. It's one time that I ask for your time. Timelines aren't always in my hands, Holmes. Sometimes the projects are delayed. Sometimes. Maybe not this time, but sometimes. Projects are delayed in ways that we can't predict. It's just part of the job. We'll go out somewhere nice when you're here, when you're by us, right? I don't like going out somewhere nice. It's not important to me. I could give two shits about going out to freaking eat food and drink water. I eat food and drink water every day. It's not special to me. Going to a festival with my friends, that is special to me. I'm losing my mind. And then I go, you know I don't care about that stuff. We'll still get to connect. Love you, bro. And that's where I left it. I'm so fucking livid. Yeah, see, like I feel taken for granted, yo. Like it just makes me really salty. Makes me really fucking salty. Like I'm so salty. Oh, you're mercy, mercy, universe, and give me some mercy, please. Oh, I'll dance. I'll dance. I'm done. I have lost my mind. I'll like the video. Thank you, Phile. Thank you. Bless. Swamped from all sides, yo. Is there a lady maybe that doesn't want him to travel? I think that's exactly what it is, Sam. Because you heard in that phone call that we had, right? That he now like booked out a whole week with this woman, spent thousands of rands, right? Like he has time for that, right? He has time for that, of course. He just doesn't have time for me. And I can't abide by being taken for granted. I'll fucking lose my mind. I'll fucking start flying. I'll be so angry that I'll grip air and I'll fucking climb. I'll climb the universe. Eating is always special. Other than that, I do feel your hurt. I mean, again, Fit, it would be just as special to me if we just like cooked ourselves something and had dinner together at his place, right? Him trying to like smooth me over by like, oh, we'll go to somewhere nice. I don't care. I don't want to go somewhere nice. It's not why I have friends. I don't have friends to go to nice places. I have friends to friendship, right? Friendship. Okay, I'm chillaxing. Zach Hunter, you calling me enlightened yesterday, bro. Now you get to see the other side. Oh, with the same intensity that I can. Oh, it's also really bad. I can also. I'm gonna chillax. I'm chillaxing. I heard the word we. There is someone else. Yeah, most, right? And like this after like what happened at the start of this year as well, and him like bitching and moaning about people being flaky and can you believe that, and then does the exact same shit. Like the hypocrisy is the thing that drives me insane as well. I'm gonna dance now. Okay, that's happening. I'm dancing. I'm gonna stop myself and I'm gonna dance about it. I'm so peeved. I don't ask for much, yo. I really don't. I asked for nothing this year. Not a thing. Not a single thing. It is hot picks for you. Let's see if it's good. That thing is not connected. I don't know. It's not sounding very inspiring. Here it comes. Louder? There we go. Yeah, I do like that. Is it good enough though? I'll see. It has 2 more bars and then it needs to change. It's not changing enough, is it? Yeah, no. I found out that Bass Cannon is going to be playing at Bloom. Rage dance incoming. Yeah, I'm going to angry dance. The worst part is the hypocrisy. Norm MacDonald. Yeah. That is the worst part to me, bro. It's like it's a standard, right? I have reached a certain level of standard of like what is to be expected. Ritter. Are we gonna listen to some Ritter? Ritter and Axe Lord DJ. Ooh, it's Aura Vortex track. I haven't listened to this one before, so we're gonna find out together if it's good. Woo! That sounds intense. That sounds pretty intense. I did not expect that. It's an Aura Vortex, Dayton, and Dr. Dre track, remixed by Axe Lord. track's not bad, but it doesn't feel angry enough. Ooh, this track is named Conflitos. It's a richer track. I'm gonna see if it's good before I dance to it. Woo! I do like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know, come with me. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, all right? Check this. I've been making, rinse this. I've been making grapefruit syrup. It's getting there. It's starting to be pretty syrupy. This is more than 2 gallons, or at least used to be, more than 2 gallons worth of juice that I've been reducing. Yeah, good stuff. Got medicines in there. I don't know if I should turn it off. I think it can go a little bit longer. I want to fit most of that in here. And then I want to, no jokes, use it as like a health potion. It is red. It does look like blood. My health potion. Oh. Oh. Jesus, I can smell that from here. I love grapefruit. Just don't drink it if you're on antidepressants. Smart, you know. It has compounds in it that increases the bioavailability of any medication you might be on. That is, in fact, why I'm reducing it, and that's why I'm calling it health potion. I am fortunate to not be on any prescription medication, but I've noticed that it like even awakens that bioavailability inside myself as well. But you are very right, Fedimon. Same thing for blood pressure medication. It's all you need, my man. Perfect for anger dancing. Let me check it out. The sun is blasting me. Aphex Twin. Aphex Twin. That's an interesting name. But I'll click on him and we'll see if it's suggested. Version 10. It's not one of his top songs. There it is. There you go, Fit. For you, friend. Ciao. It's nice having you here, too. This sounds like drum and bass. I don't know if it. I don't. There's no beats for me to dance on. Makes it a little bit hard. I need something to step on. Goop, goop. Been a long time since I heard Aphex Twin. Well, might be a long time before you listen to it again. Let's see. Nilo track. Define. But still, I'm gonna hit this button. And then I'm going to ask it to give me more like that. Start station. I know that one. I don't know this one. It's called Paparan. You see? It's my favorite track to dance to around my room when I'm pissed off. We all have different tracks that we like to dance to. There's nothing wrong with the music. It's just like the way that I've almost like trained myself to dance, right? Like again, right? Like the right. If we go back to the previous one, right? There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. Let me see. I'm sure there's tracks. I wish I could just search. Which track is angry? Give me one of the angry ones. Many of my music has angry vibes to it, so like wouldn't be hard for me to find one. This is an alpha and over noise. Stepani. Whoa, what's all this flesh being exposed? You can see my ankles. Witness. I do feel out of sorts, it's true. What can I do to help straighten this all out? You don't need to straighten anything out, bro. You're so fine. To my ears, that is a basic rhythm to dance to. Many beats surrounding it. Doc Dad's here too. He's wearing shorts and no blankets. Summer is here, bro, and I'm dancing. Hey, Jessica. I do love a gently upturned ankle. Holy shiznit. I think we reached the all-time high. I reached 170 BPM. 170! Man, that's actually kind of scary. That's literally the highest I've ever seen it go. 169. I love how the swing, like look at the swing difference between 50 and 169. Holy shit. I'm gonna read that message in full. Doc Dad being here telling us. So I was hanging out with a couple of friends the other day, Melt. They are big into the EDM festivals. I told them you were coming to town and they're going to let you know if there's anything while you're here. They said they would be happy to take you. Bro, it's wild. You weren't here for the start of this stream, bro. But one of my friends, my best friend, bailed on going to a music festival with me in like 12 days. I already reached out to him. He already told me he'll take the time. And then this morning he was like, oh yeah, actually there's other things I want to do instead. I really look forward to sitting at my computer and pushing buttons. That's gonna be much more fun. I'm being petty. I'm sorry. But you're coming in here and telling me about friends of your friends that want to take me to a festival. They don't even know me, but they still want to accommodate me, bro. That's wholesome. I see so many new friends in this space. I think we're hitting all-time highs with like simultaneous viewers as well in today's stream. Welcome. If you're new here, subscribe. I'm still small enough so I notice every single subscriber. I'll notice. I remember the last number I saw is 1,628. Jessica said she subscribed already. Let me see. You can look with me. Watch. 1628. Still 1628. One person must have seen me and was like, okay, this is too much. I'm leaving. So there's balance. The universe has found balance. It's nice having you here, friends. I'll have to dance to one more song just to honor everybody that's here. There's a lot of people here. It's true. It's a blessing seeing so many friends in this space with us. Bless you, Jessica. Duck Dad. They asked me how I knew someone who never left South Africa to the States. I said he is my spiritual guru, little brother. I never got to beat up when he needed it the most. I'm still ready. I'm stronger than ever, Duck Dad. I'll square up, bro. But we'll both have to like stand as far away as I was standing from the camera, so we just like punch air. We don't end up hitting each other. Happy birthday in advance. I reach 170 BPM all the time, but that's because I have shit cardio and I push my body too hard. Yeah, I might have done a little bit of that too. I'm like still pushing 130. I'm like distracting myself so I can catch up. It's actually what's happening. 170 is the highest your heartbeat has ever been, my sweet summer child. I could go from a standstill to 185 just by running to the end of the driveway. I'm ethanol and grape cordial, Doc. Crowdsource a plane ticket for me. I'll go to that fest, no cap, as the kids say. Whew. That sounds awesome, Duck Dad. Duck Dad, does Duck Dad know? Like the way that you said that message was like, I'm gonna come to America to visit. I'm coming to move, oh. I'm marrying an American citizen, a Jovan. So I might have even more time to be on that side with you. Can sell my art and stuff. Oh. Yeah, Mac Afro. I have recovered slightly. I'm on 123 BPM right now. That's good enough to push myself back up again. Let me see if you subscribe. Nobody, you didn't subscribe. Why aren't you subscribing? Why aren't you subscribing? It makes me happy to hear that, even though I already knew such happiness. Cut from the same cloth. So much love. All right, I'm going to play one more track. Let's see if I can find an. Let's see if I can find an angry one. That track is named Skirt. Life lesson. I'm a scanning mama. A life lesson. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I learned some life lessons today.
I've been falling for you, and it seems to me, yeah, that I was always too good to be true. I tried to right my wrongs, find myself, time with a bell. I thought we could make it work, till I'm hurt, I won't burn. Oh no, come on. I've been falling, and it seems to me, yeah, it was always good to be you. I tried to right my wrongs by myself, time didn't tell. I thought we could make it work, till I'm hurt, I won't burn. Oh no, I guess it's just a life lesson, and my mind messing. I don't need your blessing. I guess it's just a life lesson. How I felt I said it. Now look at all you left me. It's just a life lesson. A life.
Holy shit! We're back up to 171. My heart is angry. And that's what's happening. My neurology is like, are we fighting someone? Better give you 171. New all-time highs. Yeah. Now more.
I guess it's just a life lesson, and my mind lesson. Now I don't need your blessing, lesson. It's just a life lesson.
All right. Mercy. Holy shiznit. Who did that? Who thought it was a good idea? I'm gonna chillax and sit down with you friends. Try and gather myself a little bit. That was a lot. That was a lot. I feel less angry. So I think it worked. I'm just setting myself up here. I guess you're just a life lesson. I don't need your blessing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna drop below 120 any second now. Leveled out. You're gonna have to give me a second to catch my breath, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart is so strong. Thank you, heart. Are you talking about babble? No. I thought you were talking about babblefish for a second. I'm gonna go check on my health potion. The House of Duck is strong. I'm coming on my own and started the regenerative landscaping business I've been working towards. Manifesting with you, Duck Dad. Oh, okay. I feel like this is done. That's pretty syrupy. That's pretty syrup. I don't want to push it any more than that. I'm gonna go quickly get the tripod, and then we're going to bottle the health potion together, okay? That's where we were deciding to sit down. This thing got broke, so if I don't hold on to it, it slips out like this. I'm happy for you. We're proud of you, Duck Dad. So much love in chat. Jovan is an incredible woman because for any other reason I would question your sanity leaving the beauty of South Africa for Indiana. Bro, you're not wrong. Jovan is an incredible woman. But Indiana ain't nothing to scoff at though. Especially the parts of Indiana that Jovan lives in. It's gorgeous there. I'm missing so many comments, I know. I'll get to them, I promise. All right. How are we doing this? Ouch. I guess you're just a life lesson. I bottle my scissor. I didn't get all of it in there, which is kind of bumming me out. I would have liked for that entire 11 liters to be up in this bottle. But that is concentrated. For sure. Huh. I wonder if I have another bottle like that or something. I'm burning up still. My core temperature has been risen. 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 I'm checking in the cupboards for something to use as a bottle. Using it as a bottle. But there doesn't seem to be another one of those pop tops. And now a part of me is like of half a mind to like let it reduce even more. Man, I stepped in so many thorns out there. And because I'm dancing, they get snapped off in my foot, and then I only find out about them afterwards. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna try and reduce it even more and then come back to it again. It's not ideal, but I think that's what needs to be done. Oh. Bro, there we go. Yeah, we'll give it some time. And then it will be thicker still. I want most of it in that bottle. Put like 99 grapefruits. This is the ones that I didn't juice. But I filled this box 4 times. So 4 times this many. Should be about 20 in here. So there's about 60 grapefruits. Maybe not completely 90, but like 60 grapefruits at least in that saucer. My mind is still trying to catch up with my body, bro. All right. Okay. Man, I can feel the thorns. I can see them as well now. Completely snapped off. I'm gonna have to go at them with a pair of tweezers or something. C'est la vie. Such is the life of someone dancing in Africa. Bet you're gonna step in some thorns. Hello, the second most handsome man in South Africa. That's hilarious. PMT, do you live in South Africa? Or are you referencing someone else? Too much micromanaging process. It makes me angry. I feel you on that, bro. I'm opening chat, and then I'm going to try and read all of the ones that I missed. Thank you for finding yourself here with me. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to share this space, to make your acquaintance. All right. I'm gonna go up top, see how much I missed. Okay, the 170 BPM. I think I did see that stuff. Crowdsourcing. Makes you so happy to hear, even though I already knew. Such happiness. Bless again. The banana crate, the old sitcom gag where you smuggle someone into the US out of a crate of bananas. I wonder if you can smuggle someone out of the US like that. Uh, I'm pretty sure they scan all the bags these days, right? Including the banana crates. So if they like scan banana crate and they see skeleton in there, they're probably gonna be like, pretty suspect. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Melt, you would kick my ass these days. If you let me grab you, there's no way you'll get out. But I am too broken for a scrappy young fella like you. That's wholesome. Thank you for pumping me up, Duck Dad. I'm still intimidated by you, bro. That beard of yours, I'll have to like punch so far before I ever reach Jen. I would never want to be in a fight though, so like that goes without saying. You'll be an American citizen too. That's true, bro. It won't be long before you're wearing a MAGA hat and appearing on Joe Rogan. Yeah, with my Bud Light in one hand and my 9 millimeter pistol in the other. MAGA hat, of course. What else? The wife beater, like dirty, very dirty white wife beater. I'm gonna stop. I've made this joke so many times. I like making the joke because it's funny to poke fun a little bit, but there might be someone that actually does take offense instead of realizing that I'm just laying it on thick. I only knew it as a visit. Yeah, bro, I'm coming that side. I didn't say anything about you guys getting married, but I knew that was happening, dude. Does that mean you're here in January to stay? That's the plan, bro. We actually got the last go ahead, if you will, that we needed 2 days ago. So next week, I'm gonna go for my medical interview, and then we're done. I even went to go and get my police clearance at the local police station. So I'm done. My police clearance in Africa, done. Police clearance from China, done. New passport, done. Uh, I've had like chest X-rays, which I needed as well, done. Most of my vaccines, done. Uh, the forms that she needed to fill out, done and approved. The financial forms, done. Uh, I found my birth certificate and I made a copy of it, done. Declaration of intent to marry, done. A bunch of evidence, like I printed out. I went and requested all of the information of like my and her texts. And by the time I had requested it, and that was like almost 2 months ago now, it was 76,000 words, right? The average novel is about a quarter of that. So me and Joe, in text messages, have written the equivalent of 4 books to each other. So yeah, we got all the evidence we need. It's just a matter of time now, bro. I get to be with someone I love. I get to be with someone that loves me. I've been quiet about all of this time, Duck. I need my sarcastic comments to land. It's frustrating. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to parse what is meant. I fit. Man, she's here with us as well, although the visual is hilarious / terrifying. Uh, this is absolutely Shosha Van is an incredible woman because for any other reason, I would question your sanity leaving the beauty of South Africa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not just Indiana, but I was actually wondering what Indiana is like. Never been there. It's beautiful, right? I've only seen what I've looked for kind of vibes, but the area that Jovan is living in is literally in a hilly forest, all right? It's almost like the stereotypical rural, like outdoorsy, forested America, right? The way that it's like depicted on TV. That's kind of the way that I see it. And I'm not a city boy, actually, right? I like technology, but the busyness of the city, I'm too sensitive in my mind space that if I'm in the city, I'm like being pulled in all directions. I can feel all of the other minds vying for attention and it messes with me a little bit. So I'm going to be exactly where I'm supposed to be. I imagine it must be lovely since it has a Jovan. Exactly. You guys ever been to a bathroom of the interstate? It's little and dusty because it's right there by the highway, and you open the door and the roaches. Like, why? What's up with the Indiana hate? Shame. Maybe it's because it's like a little bit more right-leaning state and more on the conservative side. I can imagine there being like a little bit of a sour spot in people's mouths for that. The part of Indiana that touches my state sucks. The closer you get to Kentucky and Ohio, it gets better in beauty. But the more south you go, the redder the hats get. Yeah. We are like a little bit more on the south side. But the biggest lake on planet Earth is a drive away, right? Like we can do that if we wanted to. There's so many like mini lakes as well close to Chauvin's place. Mm, so I'm definitely not judging. Yeah, you friends, you friends have a very interesting definition of what a shithole is. I've lived in Africa most of my life. I've been to China, living in what can only be described as a matchbox. And I have been to Zimbabwe. I've been to Mozambique. I've been to Botswana. I've been to Namibia. Hey, Bedell, you friends have no idea. And this is not me trying to like beseech you or whatever. It's just me kind of like giving you a reality check. You friends have no idea how bad living standards can get. Most of you, if you live in America, you've had literally, and I'm not joking, the best state of reality that has to offer. And that might sound bleak, but yeah, people still live, right? People continue existing. I find gratitude for where it is you are helps. I've been very grateful for this space. I've been grateful for South Africa, even though it has done everything in its power to make sure that our citizens don't get a leg up, right? I still love the place. I still love the people that live here with me. Mm, Dream. The last 6 months have been painful growth for the whole family, but some good has been sprinkled in. It's great, but there are great things ahead. Bless. Starting their own business. Love is true. I have to go, everyone. It was nice having you here, bro. Can't quit the side jobs yet. So today, landscaper Doug becomes carpenter Doug. I really think I should document the journey of the landscaping business. I've been advocating for that, bro. Right? Content creation isn't just about becoming famous, right? Like odds are you're not going to. And this is not me again trying to now discourage you. Content creation is about sharing your human journey. I believe that the future we're heading into, there's going to be so much generative information that the slivers of humanity that will peek through is going to only gain exponential value, right? So you sharing your journey of building something, of just showing the very human act of making something happen is going to be valuable. Maybe not for the people today, but definitely for the people in the future. And then on top of that, it's also free marketing, right? Like literally free marketing. Like Google, YouTube has given you the tools to put your business, your art in front of people that otherwise would have never seen it if not for you creating that content. So in that way, like, it's just wins, right? If you get very caught up in believing you're supposed to garner a certain amount of numbers or big enough audience, then it can be disheartening because you feel like you're not making it. But if you realize every one person, like you right now here with me, adds value, right? You add value to my life, and I'm trying to, in my own way, add value to yours. Realizing that's what's happening, it becomes a lot lighter of an experience, right? You get to create because you like to, instead of because something might come of it. I haven't named a new business yet, and unfortunately, Duck Farms just doesn't work from a consumer legibility standpoint. So look out for a new YouTube whenever I come up with a stupid name. Brainstorm, bro. You got this. I would love to follow that journey with you, Doug, Kristen. Love is true. Did you buy a load? No. We have a grapefruit tree that was like the grapefruits were starting to go a little bit different colored, and a lot of them were falling to the ground. And they have already bloomed again, trying to garner pollinators so they can start the process over again. So they had to be harvested. And it's hard to keep that many grapefruits fresh. So I juiced them and then I reduced them. That's what's happening there. Did you buy a little grapefruits or did you grow them? They got grown. So like it's health potion that grew close to me as well, right? That's the way I think of it. Hang out. Is this your parents' kitchen? Did they redo it? It looks beautiful. Nope. It's been like that for 14 years. It is nice. It's a kitchen my mom designed. So all honor to mom. She did pay someone to make it happen, but she's the one that wanted to look like that. Mm, learn from the online bulk egg order. Don't remind me, bro. Nancy, unfortunately, tomorrow is a full day for me. I'm getting that giant Halloween party ready for my customer. It is close to Halloween again. That lady is awesome. I'm glad you're. I'm glad to hear you're working for her still. Bless. Sam, she is. I love her, but she can be a bit needy and anxiety inducing, to say the least. Yeah, micromanaging. There it is. I have to go, Mel. Love you, bro. It was nice having you here, Duck Dad. I shaved my beard off. I'm sad. Look at me, oh. You're not here anymore, but I've got more beard than I had the last time that you were here. I'm planning on shaving mine soon as well. It's getting a little bit much for me. Mm-hmm. My third favorite Bulgarian. Yeah, I'll probably talk to him in a while again. I love that you post every day. PMT, I love to post every day. It really is an honor to show up for you friends. Like I know that not everybody has the time to be here every day, but when you have the time someday, you can know that I'll be here because someday will still be today and I'll be streaming. I also make like flowers. I also do yoga classes. So depending on how much bandwidth you have, if you want to like be actively engaged, join for the yoga. If you want to be passively engaged, just like listening, maybe commenting every now and then, join for live stream. If you want to be unengaged, but still extract some value, you can see my art as well, right? And that way we get the best of all worlds, depending on how much time you have to give. With my Megahat 9 million wife feature, now whose opens dictionary finds every applicable stereotype. You forgot the camo cargo shorts and thick white running shoes. Yeah, yeah, and hunting license that's sticking out of my wife beater pocket. Sam, I think I missed some. There we go. Let's throw in a beer can too. I'm so honored to be invited to the wedding. Please get me the date as soon as possible, and I can make accommodations. We'll let you know as soon as we do too, bro. Quackster, I'd be a bit heartbroken if you weren't there, so I will make sure that you can. So much love. If you live in America, you have the best. You are perhaps seeing the grass on the other side of the bank and thinking it's greener, and I wouldn't blame you for that perception. But as we've always said in this space, the existence of other suffering does not negate your suffering. Things here are not great, and we get to feel that because we were robbed of our futures. I feel you, Sam. I do, right? But I want to impress upon you, right? Like yours is not the only future that's being stolen. Everybody, like I don't know if your friends have been paying attention, but the Gen Zers in Nepal are like losing their minds because their future got stolen as well. Everyone's future have gotten stolen by the ultra wealthy, by the elites, right? And in that way, right, it's not a America problem, it's a haves and have nots problem. And America, whether we want to believe it or not, in general, still has more than the rest of the world. All right. And when I say more, I mean literally at least 3 orders of magnitude. All right. You're like, what does that mean, Melt? So like if of the average person has one order of magnitude is 10. Another order of magnitude is 100. another order of magnitude is 1,000. Literally. I'm not joking. America has 3 orders of magnitude more everywhere around you than the average person on planet Earth has. Right? That's the reality of the situation. Right? So even if you have literally the least in your society, you still have orders of magnitude more than the people. For instance, let me like say it to you like this, Sam. An engineer. My brother is a accredited engineer. He went to the most prestigious university in South Africa. My brother earns less than American minimum wage in South Africa. It's still a really good salary here in South Africa, fantastic salary. He still earns less than American minimum wage. You can work at McDonald's and earn more than my brother earns in a month. And I know, yeah, but our cost of living, Melt, you can still live with your parents. You can, all right? You can earn that more than South Africa's engineers earn until you have enough money to actually get yourself a place or to buy yourself a van or whatever, right? Like you have those kinds of opportunities available to you, even if you're working at McDonald's earning, and I'm not saying like the $15 minimum wage, the $7.25, the $7.25 minimum wage, Sam. My brother is an actual engineer, all right? Still earns less than your minimum wage. That's what's happening in the world, right? And it's the same for China. I was in China. I was working. My assistant teachers, right? So I am, because I can speak English, I was teacher. And then I had a Chinese assistant teacher with me that could actually teach the language that I was speaking. They could speak English and well enough to understand me and well enough to be able to translate to the children what it is that I'm saying, right? I had an assistant teacher who was also a mechanical engineer. He was earning half what my brother earns, right? So a quarter. He was earning a quarter of American minimum wage as a mechanical engineer because all of the other opportunities were taken, right? All of the people that already had what they had already taken, as much as they could. Like it's one of those things. One of those things. Gratitude is the best medicine. Hmm. Kristen, I think it's been a long time since we've behaved honorably on the international stage. It's up to you, Sam. You are also a representative of your country. I don't think Melt is saying he's going to get a job at McDonald's, though. I might. I might, Nancy. If there's no other job for me to get, I'll work a job at McDonald's too. I'll be the best McDonald's worker, right? And I'll still do my live streams in the morning and I'll still do my yoga. And even if I'm tired at the end of the day, I'll still make my art, right? Like again, I have been applying. I've applied to at least 14 jobs like in this time that we've been doing the live streams, right? I've not gotten a single one of them. And even if I got one of those jobs, I would have been getting paid at most $500 a month, right? At most. If I'm lucky, I would have gotten paid $500 a month, right? And still, right, cost of living here in South Africa, like it's a lot cheaper, but I would still have to fork out between $300 and $400 a month just to have a place to live, right? Just to have a box to sleep in, right? So boom, there goes 80%. 80% of the salary that I earned. And then I have the other 20% to pay for electricity and food, right? So like that's the average lifestyle here in South Africa. And it's rough. It's rough for most people. It really is, right? And again, it's better to be aware of how good you have it than to complain about it being bad, especially to people that have seen a lot worse, right? Because it doesn't land well. It's like, oh, you have no idea, do you? It's like it's a matter of perspective, I guess. I think it's been a long time. I think it's a bit of rose-colored glasses being worn. Shadow, I can't speak for people coming from South Africa, but I don't know anyone in my neck of the woods who would consider moving to the US as an upgrade. Things look pretty scary from the outside looking in because, again, you're seeing a media representation, right? Unfortunately, we should remind ourselves of that part as well, right? Like, for instance, the South African government and our media on this side are almost like stopped from reporting on how bad things are here, right? Like things, if you have to ask the average person what's going on, you're going to get a significantly different perspective on what's actually happening in the country, depending on what you believe from the media. And I feel like in America, because you have free speech, you can kind of say whatever, right? Like the whole Fox News thing. Fox News labels themselves as entertainment. They don't label themselves as actually news anymore. And then they can just spew whatever they want to, and it's okay. It's just like, yeah, that's fine. We're just free speeching out here. Uh, no, no, no. It's because lack of context. We see things here as dire because we grew up in a time of peace, and now we're living in a time of constant class warfare and subterfuge by hostile foreign entities. I would add domestic entities to that. To other people, such things are the norm, and they cannot imagine any other way of life. So to watch us bitch about what we can be viewed as just another Thursday somewhere else might provoke a bit of eye rolling from someone who didn't grow up here. Yeah, it's true, Sam, what you say. It's true. It's again the matter of perspective. Like the perspective most people have on the world is that yes, we get fucked over by the elites. That's how it's been literally for all time. No surprise. No surprise here, right? This is what we're used to. Rest assured, friends, he's coming to a beautiful part of the world. I'm gonna take good care of him here. Lots of Indiana's flat and ugly. Lots of America can be whack, but my friends here are good people. My family are excited to welcome him. The forest is thick and there are plenty of trees to climb and caves to explore. And I'll be happy to take him to visit a lot of views as well. It's true. Thank you, Zhao, for adding that. I've been kind of like in defense, right? Because again, I know you friends are probably like showing up from a place of care, but like to tell me about how this place that I'm gonna be moving is a shithole, right? Like it's not well received. It's like there's a part of me that can be very stern, right? And will tell you to fuck off. I'll tell you to fuck right off. And I don't want to do that, right? So I won't. Uh, no, 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 no. No, it's gonna no. We're still outstanding geography here, of course, but the political overlay is just fucked up. There should be, there is. I think I'm missing what you mean of the last one, Nancy. Again, right? Uh, the political fractals that's happening right now is already almost like one quarter done, right? Before we know it, there's gonna be some new assholes in power. And we're gonna find new things to complain about. Big surprise. I'm just over it, right? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by any of this bullshit. I'm just, I have lived a good life no matter where I was. I still extracted joy from my existence while I was living in China in a box with four other people, sharing a bed with a Chinese girl that I didn't know because the other room had her ex in it who was abusive, right? So like she only felt safe with me, right? Of course, I wouldn't touch her because I'm pretty. What's the word we're looking for? Pedantic. But that was the only bed that there was for her, right? So like that was the reality of my situation, having to have another person in the room with me, sleeping in my bed, because that's how it was, right? And still, I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my bubble tea. I enjoyed, they had this one drink that had these small little bits of mango in it. And it was this creamy, yogurty mango drink. It was to die for. I still dream about it. The place was called Indian, I think, like little ice cream. And it was amazing. I like literally, I tried to recreate it on this side. I failed. It was so good, right? And again, I could extract the joy I could extract the joy of having one of those drinks. I was like, this is amazing. Thank you, universe, for letting me live so I can have mango drink. Thank you. Oh, thank you, universe. Yeah, perspective is very valuable, right? It would do every single American good to just go and live in Africa for like a week, just to like have that experience. Be like, oh, how about that? Okay, cool, 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 cool. Cool. Extreme rampant corruption, roads that have more potholes than road. People like literally living in desolation everywhere, right? The amount of suffering just so apparent. It's like, oh yes, a perspective is valuable, extremely so. We don't have to stay here forever, but right now it's a good option with many opportunities and we're grateful. It's true, right? And again, now with me and Jovan being together, there is the option for her to come to South Africa if the worst has to come to pass. And if South Africa is not the place that we live, then we can go and live somewhere else, right? Me and her can hit up one of my friends in China and be like, yeah, I have friends in China, I have friends in South Korea, and I have friends in Vietnam, right? So we can go and teach English if we really wanted to. There are still a lot of kids that don't know how to speak English in those countries. So, all right, the world is open to us. We have a lot of opportunities. And like, I feel like maybe this is also supposed to be said. Like, me and Jovan are showing up for one another, right? She came to Africa on her ace alone, right? To meet an in-person stranger. Like me and her had talked for a long time in text, right? But she got on a plane and flew to Africa, right? I could have been a serial killer, right? Just like coaxing her to come here, right? Or whatever. And she trusted me. And, we showed ourselves that the love that is between me and her is true. And that's why these next steps are unfolding as they are, right? It's not a rash decision. We know. We know. Yeah, there's a fractal of this conversation we're not mentioning. Politically terrible places like Missouri can also be some of the most beautiful. Exactly. That's similar here. Donegal is one of the most beautiful places on earth, but it may as well be the divergence country. I refer to it as cannibal country. So, where each town shares one set of teeth between them. I don't think Melt is saying he's going to get a job at McDonald's though. Yeah, again, right? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't have that pride in me of like, oh, I'm too good for a job at McDonald's, right? There aren't jobs here. 50, right? 50% of South Africans are jobless. 60% of people my age are jobless, right? 2/3 of people my age do not have the opportunity to work even, right? And then extrapolate that to millions of people and then imagine what that does for quality of life, right? Like that's what we are used to. That's the reality for most people here in South Africa, right? And the fact that it's not that way means that yes, quality of life might not be as good as it used to be. Cost of living is increasing, but at least you can still pay for stuff in general, right? You you might be paying more for it, but you can still pay for it. You can still afford to have a vehicle, right? That's not a norm here in South Africa. Mm, I meant when you're in the States, it would be great if you could work with Duck Dad. That would be awesome, actually. Might be a little bit of a location problem, but I do plan on doing good for America, right? Like, I don't want to be a burden to your society. I want to add value in any way that I can. I'm going to try and add value in the ways that I know how to. But if I don't find the opportunities to add value in the ways I know how to, then I'll find other ways, right? I am resourceful. I am, right? The reason I started this stream is because I felt a sense of hopelessness in the opportunities that were available to me. right? And my life has changed because I'm willing to apply myself, right? That I'm very willing. I'll apply so much effort, it will make you go dizzy, right? You'll have a hard time believing. And like, fortunately, the Americans that know that South Africans are like that because of the world we come from, right? South Africans are extremely hardworking people because we've had it very hard, right? So given the opportunity to work, we actually take it. We really do appreciate it. I was listening to you in the background. I needed to hire someone right now. $20 an hour, cash hard labor. It's a bit of a commute for you. That would be the limitation. Is the what, like 4 hours or so drive? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be away from Jovan during the week kind of thing, but $20 an hour is insane money, bro. Right? Like that means, and I don't know if I would then be working like 9 hour days, but let's say 9 hour days for 21 days. Holy shit, that's a fuck ton of money. That is, holy shit, 68 grand a month, right? In South African rand. That means I'll be earning about 2.12 times what my brother earns as a certified engineer, right? Or accredited, a degreed engineer, right? And then I'll be doing landscaping, as you said, right? I'll be helping you carry branch, dig hole in ground, cut hedge, and I'd love that. I'd be like, this is great. I am helping. I'm adding value. If you did that exact same job here in South Africa, you'd be lucky if you earned $20 every 2 days, literally. No, I'm not joking. Not jokings, right? And it is wild, right? The difference. And like it's very hard to wrap your head around it if you've not grown up in that reality. Oh, Sam, I was 14 and I'm a wuss. His fellow ball bags were present to ensure I didn't retaliate. Proper intimidation nonsense. That would get someone slapped real quick. The sharing teeth, I'm missing some context. Doc, I have no idea if it was actually possible. I just thought it would be cool for you two to work together. It really would. Fox News labels themselves as entertainment because they lost a lawsuit regarding Tucker Carlson and his penchant for making shit up. The judge said no rational person is expected to believe them. Yeah, but people are not rational, are they? So, oh, I've been to a place where they filmed part of Divergent. It was really beautiful. But I am from Cannibal Country, apparently. Love is true. The roads have more potholes than road. Let me introduce you to the proud city of Independence, which only fixes potholes after people get killed by them. Yeah. Here in South Africa, people get killed by potholes every single day, and it's still not a reason to fix them. It's like, yo, uh, be more resilient. Oh, try dying less. Our government says to us. Have you tried not dying instead? Like this is maybe a little bit grim, but there was like recently some investigations into like some of the corruption that's happening in our country, and they literally called a meeting with the guy that was doing the investigations, and then as he walked into his office, they killed him. Right? Like that's also a part of our reality. And again, the people that are doing the murdering are not being caught because that part of our like society is also cooked. Our police force is abysmal, right? So like in that way as well, it's like people are just like getting away with murder, literally, like actually getting away with murder in this country, right? The people that are trying to do good, the people that are trying to make a difference for the better, are getting killed for it, right? Like that's the reality of the situation. And again, you probably don't know about that because it doesn't make the news. It's not the popular narrative, right? Nobody wants to talk about that stuff because it's very hush hush. Like, oh, let's not talk about it. Maybe we get murdered as well if we say anything. So yeah, yeah, gratitude. Gratitude seems to be the best thing. Melt knows murder. I do, bro. I do. People get killed a lot here. We do have, I think, number three. I think we're number three. Let me find out. Where does South Africa rank with murders globally? I think we're number three. Mm, no, 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 no. Fifth. Okay, wow, nice. We've been doing better. We're only fifth, fifth in the whole world, right? Number fives. Holy shiznit, that's wild. Yeah, and again, it's like 44 out of 100,000. So the numbers are still relatively low, but 44 people out of 100,000 get murdered. Those are not insignificant odds. And if you compare the numbers to a place like uh, America, your murder rates have been going down year by year by year, right? You might not know that. I don't know if the media is reporting on that as well, but less people are getting murdered in America than ever before. Even though you do have gun violence as well, right? Like people don't need guns to violence. Desperation and lack of resources, both in the financial sense and in the emotional sense, is what causes people to kill one another, right? And we don't have either. We do not have the emotional resources, right? There's no help. If you're having some hard times, yeah, better get harder than the hard times, right? There's this famous meme of I'm pretty sure it's a guy in South Africa that goes, "Tough times never last. Only tough people last." You might be wondering what the end there was. He does that in the video. I should show you this. It's a classic. It really is a classic. Tough times don't last. Only tough people last. Check this. Check this. Check this. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm very sure this guy is South African. Let's up the volume. Check this man. It's hilarious.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
That's the most South African thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. That is so South Africa. Yeah. Yeah, oh. It's true. I feel you, my dude. I won't. I won't. I refuse to die. I refuse. I refuse. You won't stop me. Right now, what we're watching is a bunch of our nice Mexican neighbors getting kidnapped by people who failed the police academy entry exam. Yeah. Again, Sam, like, I feel like all of us know that. And talking about it doesn't really change anything, does it? It's like, again, a matter of people trying to point fingers and cast blame, cast aspersions. All right, it's easier to make it an immigrant problem than to actually point fingers at the ones that are extracting the real value from our societies. Oh no, that is looking like it's boiling. Okay, it doesn't seem like it got denatured at the very least. I might have to stick blend it. That's definitely more bitter than it used to be. I'm gonna go and get the tripod again. Arguably, not talking about it doesn't change anything. I mean, like, again, like, I have watched so many videos about it, right? I've seen so many different takes on the situation. I understand what's happening. And like, after all of this talk, I haven't seen anything change. What's on the stove? It's grapefruit juice, Nancy. Grapefruit juice that I've been reducing. Those are some of the ones that I didn't juice. Yeah, I think I messed up a little bit, yo. I'm really cringing. Think I might have heated it too much. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just tripping myself out. It's fine. It didn't get that hot. It didn't get hot enough to like caramelize onto the bottom of this saucer. So I think it should be fine. I harvested a bunch of these grapefruits from our tree because they were starting to go bad. And since there was so much juice and nowhere to put it, I decided I want to reduce it like a little health potion. And I'm gonna now bottle it. There we go. That looks incredible. Man, she asking me, what is that, Melt? What is that blood-looking stuff that you're pointing? It's totally not blood, I promise. I'm gonna quickly hit it with a stick blender. Let me turn this around so I can see. There's also a juicy AF connection between the Red Scare and modern mega. And know what the Red Scare is. I would compare this time to a Red Scare, where citizens became so paranoid they started calling their neighbors, oh, with the Communist Party. I've stepped into the paranoia. Now pour water in that tray and make a bunch of grapefruit water. Delish. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. There definitely are still some compounds hiding in that. But look at that. When I started, this was literally like up to here. I think you can still kind of see the level. Right? It was literally up all the way to here. And now I got that much juice left. Nice. Let me quickly do like a thing like this. Nice, 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 nice. Woo! That's strong. That's so power. And then I'll put in here. Still not getting everything in there, but it definitely did reduce more. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nice, 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 nice. I make health potion. I think I put bubbles in there with the stick blender. That is still a lot, but it did get reduced at least 10x. At least. All right, so I'm happy with that. Trying to keep my religion. Yeah? Something making it hard for you too, Hootie? If it's hard to keep your religion, I feel like that's grounds for some soul searching. Yo. That stuff is so powerful. I wish I had another bottle like that. I'm gonna ask my sister. Shantai! Sissa! Je weet niet of ons nog sulke pop-top bottel het nie. Okay, okay. Agter in die spens. Oh, there is. Nice. Papo tapo bato. What soul? Is that the right question? You can do grapefruit shots. That's the plan. That's the literal plan. I'm happy that we're in sync with that. But nice. Now I got another one of these. Exactly as I wanted it. Maybe I'll end up filling this one. There we go. Now that should be manageable. What to do? Do I want this one to be full? I feel like this one, since it has that green glass on it, it should be a little bit more resistant to oxidation. Well, not oxidation, maybe like degradation with sunlight and stuff. This stuff is sticky. There's not a lot of sugar in grapefruit, but the sugar that there be have definitely concentrated. It's so strong. Woo! Every drop of health potion must be captured. Nice. Oh, it's so strong. Are we fermenting? No. Reducing, actually. This used to be about 60 grapefruits, and they are now in 2 batters. Grapefruits, I'll let you know the exact compound. Grapefruits have something in them that increases the bioavailability of other compounds in the human body. And I like that. I can feel it. Right? When I eat grapefruit juice, when I drink grapefruit juice or eat grapefruits, it like ups the ante of the intensity of my processes. I am doing keto right now, but I do partake of some sugary stuff, or carbohydrates, I should say instead, during the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Melt any consistency things floating, consistency things floating. I don't know what you mean. What are you asking, Holmes? It's nice having you here, Melita. Now I'm gonna let you know some informations. All right. I just spent the whole of last night juicing about 60 grapefruits, and then I spent the last almost 18 hours reducing it to 1/10 of its original volume. I did so because I know there is a compound in grapefruit juice that increased the bioavailability of other compounds in the human body. I would like to explore what that compound is and if it has an effect on the body even without there being any potential prescription medications in the system. Yeah, what you've done is pretty fascinating, of course, must blow some smoke up my ass first. You've essentially concentrated the active phytochemicals in grapefruit juice into a kind of grapefruit extract. Let's unpack what you're chasing here. The compound that you're thinking of is most likely furo, furanocoumarins. Of course. Specifically, bergamottin and 6,7-dihydroxybergamottin. Exactly. Or DHB. These are the main grapefruit constituents responsible for the famous grapefruit drug interaction. How they work. Furanocoumarins inhibit CYP3A4, an enzyme in your liver and intestines that break down many substances before they're allowed to enter your circulation. By slowing down this metabolism, they increase the bioavailability of certain drugs and compounds. They also inhibit P-glycoprotein, a transporter that pumps substances back into the gut, further boosting the absorption even more. Effects without prescription drugs. Even if you're not taking meds, consuming a concentrated grapefruit reduction like yours still has an effect. It enhances the absorption of dietary compounds, anything, including nutrients, flavonoids, caffeine, THC, CBD, and other phytochemicals could potentially hit you harder because the metabolism gets slowed down. This is why people sometimes experiment with grapefruit before partaking of cannabis, kratom, or other supplements. It helps with hormone modulation. Some studies suggest that the furanocoumarins may alter estrogen metabolism, though the effect is not huge in dietary amounts. And then there's the gut liver axis effect. The CYP3A4 and PGP aren't just drug precursors, they're part of how your body regulates what it gets from your food. Inhibiting them could change the balance of what enters your bloodstream. Potential downsides, right? We have to know about those too. By blocking CYP3A4, your body may also metabolize toxins more slowly, which could increase the oxidative stress on your body if you were exposed to harmful compounds. Yeah, so don't vape, like nicotine vapes or something like that while you're drinking grapefruit juice. Very concentrated extracts could irritate the gut or the liver if taken in excess. Since grapefruit furanocoumarins are not gentle modulators, they are potent inhibitors. In short, you've basically created a potent CYP3A and P glycoprotein inhibitor syrup. Yes, it will have an effect even if you're not on medications, mostly by altering how effectively your body absorbs and processes things. Whether this is beneficial or not depends on what you pair it with and how much of it you consume. So there we go. The more you know, brain go expand. That's why I did it, right? Because I wanted health potion. Because I'm gonna be absorbing. I do put good stuff in my body, and I want to get as much of that good stuff, from it. Thinking of things as consistent. Immersion said, "Man descend to meat." One of these days, hoops, I'll know what you mean. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me. How cool. How cool this world thing is. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me today. I can show you some flour. Is this the right one? Yeah. Here is yesterday's piece. Men. Me, meaning, I am a meaning. Oh, Joe. Joe, your heart eyes makes me feel so seen, makes me feel so loved, makes me happy to make more art. I do like the way this one turned out. Oopsie. Right? In contrast with the rest of them. You can see it does have some darkness to it. This center bitty really made me happy. The way these little lines, those lines, and where is it? There we go. These lines too, the way they crissy-crossy. Ooh, I like that. Like, you do think food consistent is day to day, eh? Yeah. I do fasting as well. I like fasting, right? So I don't always, like Mondays I fast. I don't eat food on Mondays. So then I cut out that consistency. But I still take my vitamins and I still take my turmeric and cinnamon and cayenne and paprika, all mixed. It's bad. It doesn't taste good. You put it in water and then you go, and then your insides feel. And I think if I took a shot of that stuff with that, I'll probably start flying. I'll start suddenly gain my superpowers that I've been waiting for my whole life. All right, I'll read to you now. It is time. I wasn't asking that, dear friend, but I fly too. I don't know what you're asking. I'm really trying to understand, hoops. I always try and understand what you're trying to say, but you need to be more clear, bro. If you want like an actual answer, you're gonna have to be clear with your questions, right? I love answering questions. I love it, but I need to know what it is I'm answering. Like, do you think food consistent is day to day? Like, how am I supposed to interpret that information? Food consistent day to day. Like, yeah, I think so. Most people consistently eat food day to day. Dream logic. Love is true. Love is true. You did say loving the vibes, so I'm guessing you like this poem. I love you too. I say to Hoopty Hoops. Gratitude is the ground I stand on. How about that after the conversation we had in stream today? Not taking things for granted, all right? That was kind of like a part of the conversation. And I feel like we did. We talked about not taking America for granted. Gratitude is not polite. No, it is raw. Like the earth holding roots in place when the wind comes hard. It steadies me when my hunger for tomorrow tries to convince me that I am, then what I am today is not enough. I should start over again. I butchered it. I wanted to like read it without looking at it, but I haven't read it enough to remember it perfectly. Gratitude is the ground I stand on. Gratitude is not polite. It is raw, like the earth holding roots in place when the wind comes hard. It steadies me when my hunger for tomorrow tries to convince me that what I am today isn't enough. I've learned a friend's voice is not a problem to solve, but a gift to witness. The courage it takes to lay their story in my hands is reason enough to bow my head in thanks. Thinking about you, Hoopy. I don't need to fix them. I only need to feel the miracle of their trust. The way it reminds me we are already more by simply being together. Yes, I am still reaching, still stretching towards the horizon of who I might become. But gratitude is the ground beneath me, a force as powerful as any dream, a reminder that love is true because it is already here. You are already here. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me again. It's a pleasure to share these moments with you, friends. I love you, and I appreciate you trusting me, spending a moment here alongside me again. I hope you, friends, have a beautiful day. Already again, our pen. Maybe one day they'll bring it back. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay? I love you, friends. Goodbye. Thank you for joining me. Cheers, everybody. Love ya.